Your morning starts now. It's the Q102 Jeff and Jenn podcast brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.
Gina is on the line here for a second date update today. Hey, Gina, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you guys?
Oh, good. You sound like you're in an awfully good mood for being blown off, I got to say.
Well, I'm trusting you all to get this fixed for me, so I'm glad about that.
You being optimistic.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we got your email. You talk a little bit about this guy, Eric. If you want to take us from the beginning, tell us how you met Eric and how that first date went. We'll go from there.
Right. So he was pretty awesome. I met him online. We met for dinner and drinks. He took me to I don't get down there very often. I'm a suburb girl, and I thought it was really awesome. I really like the food.
Yeah.
And
good salmon.
Ooh, I'm going to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I really liked him. He was smart and funny and charming, and I thought we got along great. We're both big sports fans. I mean, we both love the Reds and Bengals, Bearcats, and we were both in athletics, and we were athletes in college. And so we had a lot to talk about there, and that was really nice. We have similar family background, and we're both in sales. And I don't know, it just seemed like we had endless amounts of things to talk about. After dinner, he walked me to my car, he hugged me, and he left. And I texted him later that night and thanked him for a good time. And he texted back, "You're so welcome." But then that was it. I texted him, I know, and I texted him a couple times over the next several days, but he never got back to me. And I don't know, I've just been so disappointed, so I'm hoping you can figure this out for me.
You thought for sure you'd see him again.
Absolutely. I mean, it was like we didn't even have enough time to cover all the things that we had in common to talk about. Like everything. It just seemed so perfect. And I mean,
maybe you're too similar.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
we
know.
just have
Is
so
that
much in
possible?
common.
You almost sound like the same person. Like, yeah, we're both in sales. We both are into the Bengals and the Reds and the Bearcats, and we were both really athletic in college. And I do think that sometimes we are attracted to the complete opposite of ourselves.
Like you want something different from you. I don't know. I'm
It's
kind
just
of
a theory,
taken
yeah.
aback by the fact that he just wrote, "You're welcome." Like, that's a blow
It is a
off.
blow off.
For sure.
At least you got a response. You'll be surprised how many people don't even get that.
He did say, "You're so welcome."
Oh, well, that's something.
That doesn't
that's
count. Yeah, it's not really different because he still didn't write you back. So it's still a blow off. I haven't talked to you since. You're welcome. Bye.
Yeah. So the hug you had at the car, kind of a half-hearted hug, firm hug.
No, I mean, it was just a nice hug. It wasn't like a creepy hug or anything. It was just like, a nice little hug, and
Good.
I don't know.
All right. Well, why don't we take a break here? And when we come back, we'll do the call to see what he thought of you and his date with you. And if there's any chance of getting together again, let's hope.
Yeah.
I just hope he answers.
I think if he's good for a "you're so welcome," he ought to at least pick up the phone and say, "Hey."
Yep.
We'll see. Stand by, Gina.
Okay.
All right. Gina met Eric online, went out for dinner and drinks in OTR. She has a lot of good things to say about Eric. Smart, he's funny, he's charming, has a lot in common with him. They're both sports fans. They love their Reds. They love their Bearcats. They love their Bengals. They were both athletic in college. They both work in sales.
Did you guys talk about meeting up another time? Like, I know a lot of times when you meet a new friend or go on a date, you talk about like the next thing you're going to do together.
Yeah.
Is that something that happened
good
at all?
point. Yeah. Like, I'll have to take you there someday.
I mean, while we were eating, yeah, because, talking about going to games or something or watching games. We talked, like, about the Super Bowl, if it would come to that, like how it'd be fun how Super Bowl parties are fun. We kind of did during dinner talk about stuff like that.
I have to say, we had an engineer in the studio here a little while ago, and Fritz said something like, "We got to take you to Ruby's."
And you felt like that was
as a
leading
way
him
of
on.
saying, hey, you've done a lot for us. You've fixed a lot of things. You've helped us work out a lot of tech issues. You've been so helpful. We're going to have to take you to Ruby's. But between you and me, she kind of half-heartedly meant it because I don't think she meant that we're actually going to take this guy
I meant
to
you
Ruby's.
were going to pay for it, Jeff, and we were all
see.
going to go.
I was thinking more like maybe we go to a Chinese buffet at lunch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honest to God, we owe him a full Ruby's experience for the amount of
For sure. But
help he's provided.
people say things.
Yep.
We say things we don't mean all the time.
Exactly. So that's what I'm wondering. And you got a hug from him, which was nice, but he didn't try to kiss you or anything like that. He didn't show any physical attraction to you. Did you get that vibe from him?
I mean, I did. It was really exciting. It was just like charged. It really was.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you've thought of anything else, we're just going to call him up and see what he has to say.
Yeah, I just can't figure it out.
Okay, let's try him.
Hello.
Hi, is this Eric?
Yes, it is. Who is this?
It's Jeff, Jen, Fritch, and Tim at Q102. How are you this morning?
Is this radio?
Yep, we do the morning show here. We were
Okay.
hoping you'd be willing to come on the radio with us. Have some fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is about.
Nothing bad. You got an admirer out there, and she sounds very nice. She said you are smart, funny, and charming.
And you had a lot in common.
You know who we're talking about?
Oh man, is it Gina? Maybe.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You're
You guys
Oh
had a
man,
date recently, it sounds like.
man. Yeah, we did.
How did that go for you?
I don't know. This is. I don't know. This is so wrong. I don't know. I don't. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know if I want to do this.
Well, you don't have to do anything bad.
completely-
It's just there's no pressure for you to go out with her again. This is not what this call is about. We just wanted to hear your thoughts on how the date went and if there was any interest there. She said she texted you, thanks for the great evening. You replied, you're welcome. And I think she's reached out a few other times hoping to hear from you, and you kind of went quiet. So if that's your polite way of blowing her off, that's fine. But I think she would just really love to know if there's something else going on. Like, are you involved in a relationship? Is there someone else you're interested in? Or are you just not ready to date right now? Or is there something specifically about her that bothered you?
To be completely honest with you, I don't know how to put this. I'm kind of scared of this woman.
Uh-oh.
You're scared of Gina? Why? You're so
Yeah.
much alike.
She seems so pleasant to like talk to too. Mild-mannered, upbeat.
Seem to like a lot of the same
man.
things.
We did. Like, we had a lot in common. Great evening. I mean, it's everything from the beginning of the night to the end. It's, at the end of the night is kind of when things kind of went south very quickly. So I don't know how to put this. Well, I'll just come out and say it. She came to our date and she was toting a gun on her hip.
Like open carry?
No, I didn't feel it until I gave her a hug to the end of the date. Like, everything was great, and then I gave her a hug, and I felt it on her hip, and then I looked down, and she had a knife in her boot.
Whoa.
Okay. And that was disconcerting to you because she was armed, and that was not what you were expecting on a seemingly innocent first date.
Absolutely. It had it hidden under her jacket, and that was just kind of, I don't know, that kind of, man, I just don't know if I want to go out with a woman, that's just like packing the whole time. What if I pissed her off and she pulls it out and, all that kind of stuff.
Well, did you ask her
But like
about
I said,
it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I totally would have asked her. I would have been
Same.
like, whoa, what do we have here?
Yeah. Oh, concealed carry, or can I see your permit? Because you have to have a permit for concealed carry, right?
In the state of Ohio, you do, yeah.
Right.
Jeff has his
But,
on his hip right now.
My boyfriend has his concealed CCW too. He has it. He doesn't carry usually when he's with all of us, but there are times, yes, when he does.
She was a great girl. She was super cool. I just, I don't want to piss her off. I mean, I don't know. They just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm just not really cool with all that.
You feel uncomfortable around firearms?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, we actually have Gina on the line right now, and this has been good because she's had a chance to kind of hear what was on your mind. And we want to ask her, Gina, if you're still with us, your reaction to what Eric just said.
I mean, I have my conceal and carry. We were in OTR. I'm trained. I'm a really good shot. I'm safe. I'm smart with my firearm. I mean, you should feel safer with me by your side. You know, I mean, a lot of my men find it really sexy and hot.
That is correct.
So you didn't bring it because you were worried about maybe a new man that you had never met before. You brought it because you weren't at Perkins in Westchester.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I told you, like, I'm a suburb girl, and it's kind of new to me.
We're not trying to give you a hard time. We're just trying to establish if this is something you carry on a regular basis, or was it this particular occasion you were concerned about? Like, do you routinely carry?
Well, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
some people do, some people don't. I mean, it's a personal choice. No judgment, just curious.
Yeah, I mean, often I do, but I haven't had to use it yet, and I don't really want to. But, yeah, it makes me feel a little safer in some situations. Just, I'm trained, and I'm not going to be ridiculous with it.
Well, and that's the main thing, is you've had training.
Yeah.
Aside from the minimum amount of training required to qualify for concealed carry, there's additional training available out there, too, for tactical training as well.
There's a lot. I mean, if you're educated and you have to be educated, I think, on all things gun and gun safety.
Absolutely.
But then they also have tons and tons of classes to teach you how to handle firearms and then when to do it and how to do it.
And an understanding of the law.
Understanding the law, yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely. And I have done all of it and then some.
So I don't know if that makes a difference to you, Eric, but it sounds like she's a pretty responsible gun owner.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of you walking around with your own personal arsenal. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wish you well, but I don't think this is a good fit.
I know some people like that are just, they can't, anything talk of gun, they don't want to be around it,
Yeah, some people are like that,
And they have their reasons for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally cool.
That's okay. I'm sorry, Gina.
Well, at least we know, and I appreciate you guys, your time, and helping out.
Yeah. And Eric, thank you for taking the call and giving us an explanation. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
So if we can do a second date update for you, shoot us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com. Coming up, your shot at $1,000. The 1K letter of the day is next. But now we check the roads. Here's Denise with your latest.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.